Hello there, this is Marcia with Markets of Sunshine. Hope you're having a great day, and let's get our little crafting with me show on the road, because we have a lot that we're going to be doing today and making, so I couldn't fit it all into the title, but it is in the description, so I'm hoping you're going to enjoy this and that we can learn some new things today together. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was I'm working on my Evergreen fabric covered junk journal. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you will subscribe and hit the little bell to get notifications, so when I make a new video you will be able to keep in touch with that and follow along in the series. So everything that I'm doing right now is embellishing this fabric junk journal. So the cover is completely fabric. There's no cardboard or any paper material inside. It's felt and fabric in organza. And then I did a binding, so you can go back and watch that video. I'll put that in the description. And now everything inside of this is in a green and beige monochromatic tones. And I had one signature. Everything was sewn together on my sewing machine. And then I've been embellishing it along the way, so I wanted to go through and show you what I've done already. So this page here I did the other day with you, and we made a little pocket. This was using our magazines, so showing you how you can save money and get started making junk journals with the things you might already have around your house. And another inexpensive material that you can use is poster board from the dollar store. So it's $1 for a big sheet of poster board, and I'm not sure what the dimensions of the poster board are, but this is a foam sheet here, and it's pretty much the size of this. It may be a little bigger because I think I cut this down, so I don't remember if it's like a 3 foot by 3 foot or close enough, somewhere around there. So that is something that I started using for my covers, and then you can use that and put cardstock on either side, or you cover it with fabric and it gives you a little bit of a pliable, not rigid. I don't like the rigidity of the junk journal covers, but anyway, that's my own personal opinion. And then I have all sorts of sizes. This was a cute little pocket that I made from a junk mail envelope, so if you want to go back, and I will link that in the description so that you can watch how to do this. I absolutely love this layering. So there's a pocket here, and then there's a pocket here. And it's so easy to make these. And I haven't made anything to go into the pocket yet. So this here is a vintage themed from the old film strips, you know, from our cameras, 35mm camera, the film strip, which would have been black. And so I got this from another YouTuber's channel, and so I'm going to attempt to make my own. So once I get that figured out, which I think I figured it out today how I can do this, then we will make those together on camera. So then this comes over here. Where did I have this? In this pocket. Okay. And then next I took another magazine page and made a pocket here on this page just by folding it over. And this is a card that I made. Life is beautiful and so are you. So I just decorated that. And that little one came off of there. And this is a camera shutter card style. So you open the two doors and then the little shutter opens and closes. So you see how it's going to close up. So as you open it, and then Grateful for You. This was a really fun project to make. But I don't show you how to make this on camera. If you want to have me show you, then we can do that together. But that's fun. So this is going to go into this pocket. And I'm thinking I'm going to gift this to one of my friends as a quarantine gift, because these little flowers are getting that hung up on there, so I'm not going to fight with that right now. And then the next page, okay, so this is what we made the other day. So if you've been following along, It was in yesterday's video, and again, what I'm finding is I was trying to make an hour-long video, but it cuts me off at half an hour. So it was, I think it was 33 minutes. So this is the finished product of the Matchbook journal without having blank writing pages on inside. They're decorated, and so let's take a look at this today. So this does not untie. This is a little ribbon that I showed you how you could do that at the top. This is my daughter's artwork drawing, so I had printed this out on like a business card size piece of cardstock. So this is a cute way of making these. And then I took the ribbon strip that I had and put that in here, and then this, remember, was the fabric collage that I did that I wanted to decorate the front of that with. So now you open up, and then, okay, this little strip here, so it's the same little ribbon, and then I took organza and put it in front of that, just wrapped it around, so that now keeps the cover in place. So now just open the little cover sleeve. This one comes off. This one kind of stuck to the, when I glued everything together, but that's okay, because it's not gonna, that's where I want it. Now, I took this, and this little page now comes out. And then you can open it up. Of course, the ribbon's holding it because that's to keep it into your book. And now let's go through the pages of what everything and how everything turned out. So the very center of the book is right here. So I took my handmade paper, and if you go back, I'll link that in the description below. I'll show you how to make your own handmade paper. Very easy to do out of your greeting card envelopes, junk mail envelopes that come in the mail. Nothing with the plastic windows on them. This was my vintage hanky paper that I made, just a piece of scrapbook. And then this, of course, you know, was a little pocket that I put on there just by folding up the bottom. And then I hand stitched, and then I machine stitched this in the center to make the little booklet, little journal. And then I did the same thing to make the pocket. And then this is just an old faux Polaroid film picture. So I took this out of a magazine and then just attached it to this piece here. And I will get the measurements of that so that if you want to make those, and once I figure it out, I'll show you. I will do that together. And then the next page was the how to make your own chicken coop, or actually your own greenhouse. Either one. I think it was a greenhouse actually when I said chicken coop. Okay, then this paper here, I could put a picture here, put other ephemera that I wanted there. Here's just another piece of cardstock, and I just put a cardstock on top and layered it, glued this one in place, stitched the pocket closed, made another little Polaroid, faux Polaroid picture, and again, this is all from a magazine. This was off of my corner, my daughter's artwork that I showed you. And then I left this blank, and then this is the little band, as you can see. Okay, hold on, I'm not holding it up too good. And so then this is the little pocket that it all fits back down into. So then this is the cover. Okay, and I used a double-sided, it's not cards, it's between printer, well, not even, it's between paper, scrapbook paper thickness and cardstock thickness. It's not cardstock thickness, which is very, you know, more rigid. And this was a watercolor set that I packed that I got at, I think it was Joann's Fabrics. So it's something to do with watercolor is the name of it. I'd already took that cover off and threw it away, so I don't really remember. And then that magazine, this was from a book page, the Colorado, remember I showed you that. That was from a magazine, scrapbook, the magazine. And then the vintage hanky paper that I made. And that is a freebie now, so if you want this beautiful vintage hanky image, you can get this for free if you join my VIP coupon club. list, and that will be in the description below as well. Let me put this back in here, and then we'll move on to the next little project. It's very snuggly. Snuggly luggly. Okay, now, okay, let's get this in here. I may round those corners. I think that would help get it in there better now that I'm seeing that. This is the first time I've actually opened it to show anyone. And then her little daisy, cute little artist trading card is really about the size of what that is. And then this is the belly band kind of tuck pocket, tuck spot. So I will leave the ribbon sneaking up in a little bit of it so that of course, it's nice and fat, so I know it's there. No doubt about it. And then this was her artwork, and if you remember correctly, I showed you how that new product review of the opal polish, and that was this beautiful. I love it. It's very nice to break up all the white starkness. And today, this was what I'm going to show you. The first project of this tutorial today is a collage on a page with fabric. And I just wanted to break up all the, you know, monotony of the solid green. And of course you have to embellish your journal pages. And I'm adding like that little matchbook box. So we're going to use Aleene's Tacky Glue and Mod Podge. This is mixed together. So I've seen other people on their channels with a big old tub of Mod Podge, but this stuff is very smelly. And I don't care that they say it's non-toxic. If it smells that strongly, there's toxins in it. So, to limit the amount of toxins that we are putting into our body, I keep it in a closed-in container. So then this is all, and then when I'm priming it to get the air out, I put it down under the table so that I'm not breathing in that whiff of all that either. So the way I'm going to go about this today, first of all, if you know my little drill, is I always put the wax paper behind whatever I'm working on so that that doesn't get stuck to the page that I would not want it to. And then I have my jar of brushes and the water, because this I'm going to brush it on. So you could use a big old bucket and a sponge, but that's not healthy. So let me grab my little jar and get some water. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So just a jar of water and my 2 brushes. I use a number 6 and number 4, and they're the synthetic brushes. Low Cornell. There's the name so that you can see it. And if you would like to pick these up. And I am just too lazy to fool with all the Amazon stuff right now. And if I can get around to it, one day I will put those links below. And I only had I think I only have 180 days for somebody to purchase, and then they're going to close my account anyway. So if you don't get purchases within 180 days, they close your account. Isn't that nice? That's so nice. All right, so now let's adhere this with our Mod Podge Tacky Glue mixture. And what I'm going to do is just very gently, very carefully slide these over, because I want to keep them like I had them. And I still did not find the missing papers that I have put together for another collage. So I just am completely, I don't even know. When it finally shows up, I will probably just be scratching my head. I hope I'll say, oh yeah, I remember now. That's where I put those. But at the moment, no, it's completely not coming through. I can usually pretty much visualize in my mind. I just, you know, think about it, trace my steps, and then it's like, you know, the little light bulb goes off and says, oh yeah, I remember where I was and what I was doing and, you know, doing all that. But not with this. Okay, make sure, because this is the batik, so I have to make sure which is the right side. And I think I had it going this way. A little bit of tapping there in the place. Okay, and then the next piece is like a L shape, so let's come down here a little bit. Keep that laying on its side so that it doesn't all go to the bottom again. I don't want to keep having to prime it. And you just want to smooth out the glue so you don't get the lumpy effect, you know, the lumpy effect. Sure, you know the lumpy effect. Okay, so now I just have to look. Okay, there's a little bit here. And since this whole page is going to be covered, then I don't have to worry about, I just can continue with the glue. Want to make sure you get the edges. Okay, now this little square goes right here. My little flower box right outside my window where I'm sitting, and the birdies are already chirping because they would love to come over and get some of the seeds, but they see me here and they hear me here, and so they're trying to figure out, is she going to get us? Every now and again they'll get brave and they'll fly in, say hello, grab a few pieces, and then head on out. What I've noticed too is when I mix this Mod Podge and the tacky glue together, you know how the tacky glue, because it's tacky, and it's so thick and just is very difficult to get out. So, and then this, I mean, it's perfect with the fabric. And again, I mean, compared to the, what's the other, fabric tack, I think they call it. That is very, very strong. And I use this, as you can see, for paper to fabric, paper to paper. It works perfectly for me. So this is what I've always used. And it gives you wiggle room, which I like. Time to move it around if you need to. So if this is your first time to my channel, let me know in the comments below how you found me, because I am getting a lot of referrals, which I really appreciate. But if you just found me in search, I would like to know that as well. So then that would mean I'm doing something right. Algorithm is showing my videos. I think I had this one here, and then this one here. this one here, but it seems like I had that one going underneath of that one, if I remember correctly, when I first laid this out. So let me peel him back. Okay. Put these down. And I would also like to invite you to join my VIP coupon club to get a 25% off coupon code. And then you will get also free printables every Friday. I offer a freebie printable digital download of some sort. It can be a worksheet, my craft project sheet, tracking, bill tracker sheet, or you can use it for tracking your crafting. Okay, do I want this to be the green here, or do I want the white? Let's go with the green. And this goes back over here. A little bit more right here. Okay, so this one I want to hide under here. Okay. This one I want to hide under here. There we go. Okay, very good. Ta-da! There you have it. That easy to collage with fabric on your junk journal. Pull this off of here. Just going to fold it in half so that all the wetness is on the inside so that it's not going to bother that at all. And now let's move on to the next project on the list today. The next one is really easy, and I saw this on another channel, and it's E with Scrapbooking with Me. This cute little scroll, and where I was going to place it in my journal, slide this back down so that you can see. Okay. Was on the little page right here, and just, you know, it's not going to hurt anything. It is adding bulk, so I wasn't really sure where I'm going to put the little guy yet, but that was the only thing. They're really cute, but I haven't figured out where would you put it in a junk journal when you already have so much bulk. So that's the bugaboo right now. Because you can see how it's, you know how they get chunky as it is, but this is what we're going to make. So let's open this back up so that this one can breathe. Where is it? The glue can dry. So we're going to make this little guy. So you untie the ribbon. This is Hemp Cording, H-E-M-P, in case you're not familiar with it, which is a plant, so it's a natural fiber. And if you go to my Etsy shop, Pioneer Fundraiser, which the link will be below, I have a lot of hemp. And you can use, if you sign up for the VIP coupon club that I will list below as well, you can get 25% off your entire purchase on any items in either of my Etsy shops, Markets of Sunshine or Pioneer Fundraiser. So you open it up like this, and then you stamp inside. So I made it, the stamp I use, it says, I made this just for you. That's the little stamp here. And then I have another one with just the lines. But you could use a script, whatever image you want. So, of course, I put the lines here so that it was something that they could, I could write on, or whoever I'm going to gift it to, they could write on it. And then you just roll them back. Cute, cute, cute. Aren't they cute? And then you take your ribbon, lay it down on the surface, and then I didn't tie a bow, I just tied a knot, so it holds the two little pieces together, and there you have your little scroll. Darling as can be, don't you agree? Just absolutely, where are we? Darling, darling, darling. Okay. So I'm going to make sure you're seeing everything here. Good. Okay, so if I slide it over, you're going to still be able to see me. Yes, you can. Okay, very good. Good to go. Tools and materials you will need for this little project is a skewer or a chopstick. Any kind of paper that you like. This is a natural banana fiber paper that I used from a journal that I was not using, so I just tore out the pages and they were already perforated, so it was just so quick and easy to do. And then one side is textured, I don't know if you can really tell that, but and then the other side is smooth. So I'm going to use the smooth side, and I had the textured side, so I thought that was even more added to the super cuteness of it. And so this is like, reminds you of papyrus papers, you know, in Bible times. Okay, so you take your skewer, and you roll it around the paper, roll it on the skewer. Okay, and then what you do is get a little bit of glue, and I just rolled it over so that the paper's down now. And then just put a little bit, does not need a lot at all, just a tiny smidgen. You see, just that tiny little bit. And then roll that over. And then what I did is it just kind of given the paper, you know, so that it will want to fold like you want it to fold. Ta-da! See? Stays right in place. Move this piece of fabric out of the way. Now we're going to take our stamp that I've chosen, and I chose to use Brushed Corduroy Distress Oxide by Tim Holtz, I think it is. Ranger brand it says, but I don't know. I thought that was something to do with him. Anywho, Ranger Oxide. And then I'm just stamping, inking my stamp. Make sure I get the words. And I am by no means an expert stamper, so I really make sure I look at it very well and that it's getting covered good. Now we take our little handy dandy stamp, and I want it to be right here where I came to the scrolling part, and then I'm going to just move it down here. Okay. Even though this is getting caught. Oh, I'm going to have to glue it again. Okay. Ta-da! It did it! Yay! Okay. See? I made this just for you. Kind of, you know, but that's okay. No problem. Now we take this again. It decided to give me a hard time. So you're going to come in this time with some Scotch glue stick. And let's see. That does any better. Now it's really gummy. Okay. I'm going to do it this way so that it's really pushing it to the paper. Okay, how many lines do I have? Okay, right there. Alright. we want it to scroll, so it still needs to wrap. Okay, good for that end. Now we're going to take this end. I shall attempt to do the same thing. Okay, so we're going to take it like this, and take our glue stick again, and then roll it again onto that glue, and really roll it back and forth. So you see I'm coming just to the top of the image, hoping that that little guy will behave itself. Okay. Again, roll, roll, roll. Okay, great. Now it's wanting to stick to the skewer. What next? And then you just have it like this, and then you get your handy dandy little piece of ribbon, and you wrap it around, and then it stays closed. But we need our piece of hemp cording, so let me grab a piece. This one I used was the green because it's going to my Evergreen journal. But let me pop right here. Get my handy dandy collection of hemp cord. And this came from my daughter's jewelry stash that she left me when she got married, and she's, you know, she'll come over one day and say, I think I'm in the mood to, let's go with this brown. And again, I have rolls of this in the Etsy shop, so feel free to come and get some for your little scrolls. Alright, so you just take it, see, opening, you roll it, drop it down in there. And what happened to me the other day, let's see if it's going to cooperate today and come out the other end. No, see, it wants to get curled up. So then the solution to that is you take your skewer and you just come in We're smarter than the skewer, I mean, than the little scroll here, aren't we? Okay, so now that's still, it's like today, I don't know what it is. The paper is just wanting to absorb the glue, but it's not wanting to stick. That's okay. So we have that in there now. And then you just decide how long do you want your little